Hello dear students, this is Ambrish and you are watching Electrobrains. Today we are going to discuss on a topic drainage system, chapter 3 of class 9 from geography book Contemporary India First. As we are talking about drainage system, so first we should remember the Indian proverb water always finds its way out. इट मीन्स कि पानी अपना रास्ता खुद ढूंढ लेता है. सो दिस प्रोवर्ब्स वेरी फेमस प्रोवर्ब्स इन इंडियन पीपल. दे always uses water always finds its way out. The word drain is derived from the word drain, which simply means to flow. So today we are going to discuss on the draining pattern of Indian river system. How the rivers flow in India, in what patterns the river are flowing in India. The term drainage describes the river system of any area. It means suppose a river flowing from a mountain to the sea, so the area required to drain the water or a water body is known as drainage basin, or you can say a drainage system. So here area required to drain the river or a water body is known as drainage basin. If we talk about India, many rivers are flowing from mountain to sea, and many rivers are Himalayan rivers and many are peninsular rivers. So we will discuss on Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers both. So first of all we should clear few terms like what is water divides. Water divides an elevated area such as mountain or an upland and separates two drainage basin. Such an upland is known as water divides. Means water divides a elevated area or elevated land that divides or separates two streams, a stream A and stream B. For example, if we take about location Ambala, it is elevated area, means it's a water divide that separates two river system, Indus river system and Ganga river system. So Ambala is a elevated area, and if we are saying elevated area means Ambala to northern plain, means Ambala to if we talk about Yamuna plains or Ganga plains, there is a difference of 300-meter slope, but 300-meter slope is working as a water divides. So you will understand it by this example. So drainage system in India, we have to discuss on that. The Indian rivers are divided into two major groups. First is you can say Himalayan river system, and second peninsular river system. And what is the difference between Himalayan river system and Pennine river system? It's an important question and mostly asked in your exams. So we will discuss on that topic also later, but now we have to focus on Himalayan river system. All the rivers that rises from Himalaya, and they flowing through a northern plain is known as, or you can say that Himalayan river, or that system we call Himalayan river system. And all the rivers that are rises from a western ghat or eastern ghat or a middle part of Indian peninsular, it is called a peninsular river system. If we talk about, so you are seeing a picture, it is a geographical map or physical map of India. In that you will see the difference between Himalayan river system and peninsular river system. In Himalayan river system, that red circle area, the area encircled or shown by a red line, it is known as Himalayan river system. So all the rivers like Ganga, Satluj and Indus river, Brahmaputra, all that rivers comes under Himalayan river system. Narmada, and you can say uh, uh, Chambal, and all these rivers comes under Himalayan river system. The big difference between Himalayan river system and peninsular river system is that Himalayan river systems are uh, full of water all the years. Throughout the years, the Himalayan river system fill with water, or you can say they are rich with water. And if we talk about peninsular river waters, these rivers are based on a seasonal rainfall. Means the water comes when a seasonal rainfall comes, then the water body and the waters flow through these rivers. So uh, if we look at difference between Himalayan and peninsular river system, so main common difference, Himalayan river system is perennial. They have water throughout the year and makes long course before falling sea. And if we talk about peninsular river system, are seasonal and depending upon rainfall and makes a shorter course. So this is the common difference between the Himalayan river system and peninsular river system. So it will be now cleared to you. So now we will talk about a Himalayan river system. The Himalayan river system have mostly three rivers. First is Indus river system, second the Ganga river system, and third is the Brahmaputra river system. So first we will talk about the Indus river system. It has the river Indus rises in Tibet near Lake Mansarovar. So मानसरोवर जो लेक है वहाँ पे तिब्बत का राइज होता है, वहाँ से ये रिवर का उद्गम स्थल है. सो this river flowing west and it enters India in Ladakh, and Ladakh is a part of Jammu and Kashmir, but currently if you will see, there is an amendment in the constitution and Ladakh is separated as a territory from Kashmir. It's become a territory now. So it forms a picturesque gorge in this part. So if we talk about Indus rivers rises in Tibet and it flows through west, means it entering India in Ladakh, and here it join with its tributaries in Kashmir, the Jaskar river and the other river Nobra river and Shyok river and Hunja river. So these tributaries are joined with Indus, and then it turned into the Pakistan. So in Pakistan it's again joined with the tributaries rivers like Satluj and Chenab and Jhelum and many other rivers like Byas So there they joins together and makes a big course. So if we talk about river system, so at a place Mithan Ghot in Punjab, Pakistan, so there is a all the rivers join this Indus river.